Most people grow plants the same way. Buy a pot, fill it with soil, hope for the best, and then wonder why it looks worse than when you bought it. But soil is not actually required for many indoor plants. Soil is simply a holding system. What plants truly need is water, dissolved nutrients, and oxygen around their roots. When those elements are provided correctly, soil becomes optional, much like matching socks after 65. Growing plants in water is not just a trendy aesthetic choice. It is a simplified form of hydroponics that eliminates messy repotting, reduces pests like fungus gnats, and allows you to monitor root health in real time. Today, we are exploring 17 indoor plants that can genuinely prosper in water long term. Some are surprisingly tough, others are unexpectedly elegant. A few may completely change how you think about indoor gardening, kind of like how retirement changes your thinking about alarm clocks, permanently. 1. Lucky bamboo. Lucky bamboo has been living in water longer than most houseplant trends have existed, and longer than some of our knees have been working properly. Despite its name, it belongs to the Dracaena family and tolerates low oxygen environments naturally. It thrives with roots submerged and the stalk above the waterline. Use filtered or distilled water. Chlorine and fluoride cause leaf tips to brown. Think of it like Lucky Bamboo's version of a sensitive stomach. Change water every 1 to 2 weeks. It grows in low to moderate indirect light, making it ideal for desks and offices, or that corner of the living room where the grandchildren insist on putting their backpacks. With occasional diluted fertilizer, it can live for years in nothing but water. Reliable, low drama, and long-lasting. The ideal roommate, honestly. 2. Peace lilies. These lilies surprise many people with their ability to adapt to full-time water culture. In nature, they grow in consistently moist tropical soil, so their roots are already accustomed to steady hydration. When transitioning, wash all soil from the roots and keep only the roots submerged. The crown must stay above water to prevent rot. Refresh water weekly and add diluted fertilizer occasionally. Now, here is the part seniors will appreciate. When a peace lily is thirsty or stressed, its leaves droop dramatically. It does not send a text. It does not leave a voicemail. It simply collapses theatrically until someone pays attention. Frankly, it is the most relatable plant on this list. With proper care, peace lilies can continue blooming even in water. Proof that elegance does not require a complicated routine, just consistency. 3. Pothos. Pothos is one of the most adaptable houseplants available and transitions into water culture with remarkable ease. It develops aquatic roots that efficiently absorb dissolved nutrients. No fuss, no drama, no complaints about the water temperature. Replace water weekly to maintain oxygen. Bright indirect light encourages fuller growth, though pothos tolerates lower light well. It is basically the golden retriever of houseplants. Loyal, easy to please, and will not judge you if you forget about it for a few days. Clear containers let you see the roots at all times. No hidden surprises. If only everything in life came with that kind of transparency, especially appliance warranties. 4. Philodendron. Philodendrons adapt beautifully to water culture with minimal fuss. In the wild, many species grow as climbers in humid tropical forests, with roots frequently exposed to moisture and air. Think of them as the adventurous type, comfortable in uncertain conditions, never complaining, always growing. Refresh the container weekly and provide bright indirect light for fuller leaves. Occasional diluted fertilizer supports long-term growth. Clear containers allow you to monitor root health, removing much of the guesswork. And at this stage of life, Removing guesswork wherever possible is not laziness. It is wisdom. 5. Chinese evergreen. Chinese evergreen offers visually striking foliage while adapting well to water culture. It grows naturally in warm, humid environments, essentially what most of us set our thermostats to anyway. Clean the roots thoroughly before placing in water, keeping only roots submerged. Weekly water changes are essential, and diluted fertilizer can be added monthly. Its slower growth rate actually benefits water culture, fewer nutrient demands, and greater stability. It is proof that slow and steady wins the race. A lesson most of us learned around the same time our doctors started sending reminders in the mail. 6. Anthurium. Anthuriums are epiphytes in nature, meaning they grow attached to surfaces rather than deeply rooted in soil, a technically impressive lifestyle that most of us abandoned sometime in our 40s. This makes them more adaptable to water culture than many flowering plants. After washing roots clean, place them in water with only the roots submerged and the crown above water. Bright indirect light is essential for both leaf health and blooming. Change water weekly and add diluted fertilizer occasionally. They look high maintenance, but are surprisingly cooperative. A bit like a cat, except the anthurium will not knock your reading glasses off the table. 7. Spider plant. Spider plants are famously forgiving and transition into water culture without resistance. Their roots adjust to constant hydration when oxygen is maintained. Clean of soil, they continue absorbing nutrients effectively. Weekly water changes and occasional fertilizer support continued growth. In water, they may grow slightly slower, but they remain healthy and stable. Clear containers let you observe root development and address issues early. No more digging around blindly in a pot hoping things are fine down there. Spider plants are quiet, dependable, and never need to be asked twice. If you know someone like that, hold on to them. They are rare. 8. Monstera deliciosa. Larger statement plants can handle water culture, and Monstera is the proof. In tropical environments, its roots are often exposed to air and surface moisture. Place in a large container with only the roots submerged and provide bright, indirect light. Weekly water changes keep oxygen stable. Diluted fertilizer ensures adequate nutrients. Use larger containers to prevent root overcrowding. Monstera in water creates a bold visual effect, turning the root system into part of the decor rather than something hidden away. Much like those of us who have decided our gray hair is a feature, not a flaw. 9. Arrowhead plant. The arrowhead plant, or Syngonium, handles water culture with surprising ease. Its natural habitat, humid forest floors, means its roots are accustomed to consistent moisture. After rinsing away soil, place in water with only roots submerged. Medium to bright indirect light is preferred. Weekly water refreshment prevents stagnation. As arrowhead plants mature, their leaves become more lobed and interesting over time, which, come to think of it, is not a bad description for most people over 60. More character, more texture, more to look at. The arrowhead plant is adaptable without being invasive, a quality we all aspire to at family gatherings. 10. Tradescantia. Tradescantia brings vivid color to water culture without demanding constant attention. Its purple and silver-striped leaves are eye-catching and bold. Once roots are cleaned of soil, only they should remain submerged. Refresh water weekly. Bright, indirect light enhances its vibrant coloration. It grows quickly, even in water, and may need trimming, which only encourages fuller growth. It is one of those plants determined to thrive no matter what, the botanical equivalent of someone who shows up to the pool aerobics class every single week, rain or shine, and has done so since 1987. 11. Coleus coleus offers dramatic leaf color, bold reds, purples, and greens, and adapts well to water culture with adequate light. In its natural environment, it grows in warm, moist conditions, so consistent hydration does not overwhelm it. Keep roots submerged, crown above water, and provide bright indirect light to maintain vivid coloration. Change water weekly and add diluted fertilizer monthly. It grows quickly and benefits from occasional pruning, which encourages bushier growth. Bold visual impact without elaborate care, which is exactly the philosophy we should all be applying to our wardrobes at this point in life. 12. English ivy. English ivy brings a classic, structured look and adapts to water culture more smoothly than many expect. It naturally grows in cool, moist environments, making it tolerant of consistent hydration. Roots adjust with minimal resistance once soil is removed. Cooler indoor temperatures suit it well, so if your house is always a little chilly because someone in the family controls the thermostat aggressively, the ivy will thrive. Weekly water changes are essential. Growth may slow slightly, but the plant remains stable and continues producing elegant trailing vines. If you have ever struggled with pests or dry soil in a traditional ivy pot, this is the alternative worth trying. Fewer problems, same classic look. That is generally a good deal at any age. 13. Dieffenbachia. Dieffenbachia brings bold tropical leaves, patterned green and cream, into water culture with impressive adaptability. It naturally grows in humid tropical environments, so moisture is not a challenge. Rinse roots thoroughly, keep only roots submerged, and ensure the stem base stays above water to prevent rot. Bright indirect light supports healthy leaf development, though moderate light is tolerated. Larger containers accommodate its root system comfortably. Dieffenbachia adds strong visual presence to a room and adapts calmly when its environment stays predictable. Honestly, we could all take a lesson from that. 14. Dracaena marginata. The dragon tree offers an architectural silhouette for water-based setups. Its slender stems and narrow leaves provide height without overwhelming a space. Elegant, upright, and dignified, like a retired professor who still dresses well for grocery shopping. Dracaena species naturally tolerate varying moisture conditions, making them adaptable to water culture. Place in a container with only roots submerged and provide bright indirect light. Change water weekly and add diluted fertilizer occasionally. Dracaena grows slowly, which actually benefits water culture. Slower growth reduces nutrient demand and makes stability easier to maintain. Good things, as they say, take time. The dragon tree has clearly read that memo. 15. Mint. It may be surprising to see an herb on the list, but mint adapts enthusiastically to water culture and honestly seems to prefer it. Once placed in water with roots submerged, it continues producing fresh leaves without fuss. Bright light supports fuller growth. Change water weekly. Diluted fertilizer encourages continued leaf production. Mint grows quickly and may need trimming, which simply gives you more fresh leaves for tea. And at a certain age, a good cup of tea solves more problems than most people realize. It is one of the easiest edible plants to maintain indoors without soil. Practical, fragrant, and useful. The same qualities that make a truly excellent neighbor. 16. Basil adapts well to water culture under the right conditions. It needs warmth and strong indirect light. Without adequate light, growth becomes leggy and weak, which is something we all try to avoid. After cleaning the roots, keep only the root system submerged. Change water weekly and add diluted fertilizer to support nutrient needs. Regular trimming encourages bushier growth and prevents flowering, which reduces leaf production. Basil grows slightly slower in water than in soil, but remains stable and productive. Fresh leaves can be harvested continuously. Basil in water is clean, minimal, and eliminates the soil mess that ends up everywhere except the pot. The kitchen worktop will thank you. 17. Sweet potato vine. Sweet potato vine feels almost like a science experiment, yet works beautifully as decor. Place it with the base partially supported above the water surface. It quickly develops extensive root systems and long, dramatic trailing stems. Bright light encourages stronger growth. Change water weekly to prevent stagnation and add diluted fertilizer for continued development. Its cascading vines turn simple containers into statement pieces, making the root system part of the visual experience rather than something hidden. It starts as a curiosity and quickly becomes a centerpiece, a bit like the person at the dinner party who you did not expect much from and ended up being the most interesting one there. Bonus: the semi-hydro secret. Here is the real secret: oxygen. Roots need oxygen as much as water. When water sits too long, roots suffocate. And nobody wants that, roots included. This is why weekly changes matter. Many growers use semi-hydro setups with clay pebbles to create airflow around roots while keeping moisture below the crown. Fresh water, light nutrients, stable light, and oxygen. That is it. At that point, you are not just growing plants in jars. You are practicing minimalist hydroponics, which sounds very impressive at dinner and requires almost no explanation of what it actually means. To conclude, soil is only one delivery system. It is not a biological requirement for many indoor plants. When water, oxygen, nutrients, and light are properly balanced, plants adapt beautifully. Water culture reduces pests, eliminates messy repotting, and lets you monitor root health directly. The key is consistency rather than complexity. Fresh water, diluted nutrients, stable light. Simple enough to remember without writing it down, which at this point in life is the gold standard for any new system. If this helped you see indoor plants differently, like and subscribe for more practical plant guides. Tell me in the comments which plant you are most tempted to try first. Keep your water fresh, your roots breathing, and your indoor jungle thriving. I will see you there, and I promise the next video will not require any digging.